How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
Oh my god. I had my mic muted this whole time. Whatever. So, I was just talking about how... Wow, I sat there the whole damn time talking about Town Club sodas. And I was fucking muted. Oh my god. So, I live in Michigan. I don't know if any other state has these soft drinks. It's a soft drink, yes. These sodas. Or soda pop, or whatever the fuck you say. But if you find yourself seeing one of these drinks, they got root beer, they got fucking grape, they got orange, they got strawberry, watermelon. I think cherry's still a thing. There's another one that I don't remember. It's like a, I think it's a vanilla cream, and then there's another one that was vanilla, which was weird. It's blue. It's not blueberry. Usually the blue one's blueberry, but for some reason it's not. But if you find yourself in Michigan, or if you find it's called Town with an E Club. I call it Towny Club, but Town Club drinks. Hell, you might be able to find them online. But it's made with pure cane sugar for some people that can't, drink that shit. I think every single one has the same amount of sodium. Kinda. One has 27, one's got 29. Yeah. So the root beer has 27, and the other two that I have, which are grape and orange, have 29. So, yeah. Okay, I don't want to look at that yet. But yeah, if you find yourself in Michigan, or any state that has them, because I don't think they're just Michigan drinks, pick one up, try it. If you're up north from the south and you're just like, man, some of these look good, fucking try it. Like, oh my god. I tried orange. I'm not a huge fan of orange stuff. After I tried orange, I fucking loved it. And then afterwards, I fucking loved orange stuff. So, and a grape. I like grape. People are going to be like, why the hell do you like grape? That's like the worst flavor. So, I grew up with grape flavored medicine. Thankfully, I don't have to take that medicine anymore. But because of it, I got used to the grape flavor. And I actually like grape. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get into the game. Enough of me talking about random shit from Michigan. We're going to play on easy. I was going to play on medium, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I do got a little bit of sniffles. It's not the Rona. I am, the pollen count's high.
Encode your DNA.
So I was watching the Red Brad play this, and he's like, oh man, I'm just gonna play Primal. I don't want to look at the rest of this. Like, dude, why? I mean, I get it. That's the main fucking character that we've seen a long time ago. He reminds me of the dude from Ratchet and Clank Future Crack in Time, I think. I don't remember it was another Lombax, but it wasn't Ratchet. That's what he reminds me of. Alright, so his intellect is like what? I think I'm either gonna do, I might do Rex, cause he looks like a fucking clown and he terrifies me. Or I might do Murgle. Okay, what is the stats for Rex? Vitality is a little bit low. Key energy for intellect is... Sorry. Health and armor are low. Key energy and intellect is high. I might go with Primal. Actually, we might go with Dum Dum. His energy regen's lower. And his health is lower. No, hold on. Yeah, I might actually go with this guy.
Define your genetic structure.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I was thinking like, should I change it back? But I don't think I'm going to. There we go. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Choose a genetic resilience.
So. Oh, we don't want 0. I just realized what his face looks like. Whatever. You know what? I want to go with, most games do heat. So I think I'm going to go with, heat. 4... 8 and 5. There we go.
Choose your first style. Pick your main color.
Hey, main color will be... We're going to do blood red. There we go.
Choose your detail color. Pick a class.
So Deadeye gets a revolver. A revolver, melee.
Commando.
Commando just gets a, oh, he's got a knife. Okay. Damn, it looks like my knife, except it's not, does have furniture on it. Does that apply with... I know it applies with guns, but does furniture apply with, what I'm talking about is the wood handle. Would that be considered furniture? I don't know. Hell, I'm inspiring
Dead
blacksmith,
Commando.
so...
Deadeye.
Ranged weapons reload instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20 plus damage.
Commando.
20% plus damage. Or 20% more damage, whatever. Fury. Ranged weapon attacks inflict 10% more damage to the target.
Psyfreak.
Press down the input. Oh, okay.
Saboteur.
Melee dual wield skill. Equip 2 different one-handed weapons to dual wield them. Your dodge energy cost is reduced by 20%.
Sentinel.
Ooh. Oh my god. His fucking teeth. But it looks like he just uses
Sentinel.
melee.
Dead-eye. Sentinel. Commando.
But I think I'm gonna do Commando.
Dead-eye. Commando. Sentinel. Commando. Psyfreak. Psyfreak. Dead-eye.
It looks like Sentinel only uses heavy weapons.
Dead-eye. Commando.
But I think I'm gonna use assault rifles.
Commando chosen. Good choice.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
About 45. There we go.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you
I would
make a
use
choice
HDR mode,
or
but for some
simply
reason I
stop
can't.
living.
Sony doesn't allow HDR mode with this, so. Okay.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a...
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed, if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around
goes around.
all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
So it didn't matter it doesn't matter which path I go. That little selection menu
Right
thing.
is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that
That's a
shattered
goat?
your family?
Looks like a horse.
Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
And my character's like, wait, it's there. Ah, hold on. Oh, photo mode off. I don't want to accidentally use photo mode for something I don't need. I should have done this before, but I didn't take off my boots, so I just got back from my sister's house. Oh, ow. I stubbed my toe. Damn it. That's gonna affect my work speed, but I don't care. Whoa.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
I need to get out of here. Anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying the content. Please subscribe and like the the stream, and comment down below how much of an idiot I am. We're just waiting for it to load. Give it a little bit.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Dude. Damn, it's actually showing up. Alright. Oh.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Well, melee targeting, range, reloading, R1.
Stand against that. Nice shot.
Roll. Okay, so I can go up to them and press a button. But not yet. Alright. There was something over here. Doesn't look like anything, so. But the Rad Brad was playing this on PC. I am playing this on PS4 Pro. So it's enhanced just a little bit. Nice. electric damage next. Okay, so I can add this. Special effects add-on through consumable menu. Looks like the desk chair that I have. The X-Racer, though. Oh, you can just straight up jump on it. Okay.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Enemy attack. Healing, okay. Oh, this gun does not have. Really? Looks like drugs to me. I can do dodge and then melee. Okay. Oh, and this guy does. Okay. So I gotta look for the little interaction symbol. You didn't see that. Okay. Alright. Oh. No, alright. Shielder breaks the shield by melee attacks before he can deal damage to the enemy. Wrong button. So if I press this, I can go to character level up. So I am going to do luck, because I like loot. Range combat, automatic rifles, Thread the needle. Circle, square. Okay. So if I went with the first class gun ho or whatever the hell it's called, something, the one with the revolver and the sword, you can get dual wield guns. So I currently have automatic rifles. Circle, square, R2. Oh. Okay, that's all different too. Okay, so oh, okay. So if we go to inventory, consumables. And I'm guessing nice. Okay, so real quick, we can't do that. Oh, we're not gonna look at the Wong Fu just yet. There's this. Alright, so we can go through there, but first we're not gonna go that way. So that door is unlocked by doing this, I do believe.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
So this is not a weapon, this is a tool. See, it doesn't pop up with the weapon wheel. So it is a duel. We're gonna actually do something real quick because I just realized. No. Accessibility. Alright. Oh. Let me go back real quick. Oh no, never mind. I lied. I forgot I opened the door with us.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for the button. It's way off to the side. Yoink.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
No, really, I mean it. Do a bunny hop, rabbit leap, sorry. This is a bunny hop, this is a rabbit leap.
The morks produce
Okay.
one down.
Biolobs. You absorb the a biolob. Wow. You absorbed a biolob. I'm gonna redo that because I just called it lob when it's blob. You absorbed a biolob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect biolobs by defeating morks. Sorry, or monks. There's no N. Morks. And finding containers of various places in the world. Sorry guys, I'm like tired. Special powers. You can use the biolobs to unlock special powers. At any time by accessing the by the menu. Okay. Mutations menu. Biogenetics. Psi powers. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Put psi points as a hat. Wow, I'm like dying. I think. Oh, it's because I took the allergy pill. It's making me fucking tired. Oh, damn it. I forgot it does that to me. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be a little bit in a doozy. A little bit. As in a little bit, but a little bit. I took a fucking allergy pill earlier. It makes me tired. I completely forgot about that, but now I feel fine. But now I'm tired as hell. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna just keep talking because I'm a fucking okay. I'm done.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
This one. Jesus Christ. He's like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay. So, what I was thinking was humans were dumping dumping shit into the water, and the shit was radioactive, and the radioactive stuff turned us into, well, these guys. Seriously, dude? Fuck off. Sorry, guys. My buddy fucking called me. Right now, I'm not up to live speed. There we go. Do you want to play? No, I want to play Biomutant.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
So
it's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Airstrike. Perfectly counter an enemy attack. Stun them. Stun enemy. Star circling above their head. After hitting the enemy again. Hitting you can launch it up to the air by pressing.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Sure useful. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
He's basically gonna just tell us about us and how he knew us.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers.
So
He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
So this is what they meant by gibberish.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glittergrass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Sorry guys if I'm being really quiet. I'm dying because of that medicine.
You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
So I need to go back and present the Nono. Merge it with the tree.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Ba lo yualo. Yamolo.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Sweet.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Biomutant! Holy crap. Alright, I think I'm gonna turn off the mic for a little bit, because I don't want to speak and I'm tired as fuck. I'll speak when I have like something important to say. That was a trophy I just got. It says the Avenger.
A signpost. Maps
Adventure
it out for the
begins.
Cartographically challenged. Let's see.
And yes, I just pissed on it.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be. He's great.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Hopes you have patience. The Sifu can't stop himself from talking sometimes. Let's hope this isn't one of those days.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Geratna fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself.
Guaremba.
He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here.
Mulekan frifgel frita.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Get out full of vassine habele. Der genken alle back.
The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
What's get a wach? La fanen a ginkan man.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Platz.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Get a wach. But where a yonke.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
But where a yonke.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
Man is slink yok. All the goose are gonna head echt.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
Man is slink yok. All the goose are gonna head echt.
The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. You were all part of the same tribe once, but without your Muma there as a guide, the disciples turned on each other and formed their own tribes. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of... He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you. The will... Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong, and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
de urui faiapie tuab.
Sparkles about how brilliant it is to have someone like you that shares both genetics and karma in the myriad spectrum.
Faiapie tuab.
Has plenty to do, so no worries. Says you'll get a special price and a wrap-up on the double. Wants you to take your time as they're open for another couple of hours.
Okay. Looks like an ACOG. Dot spotter. So it looks like most of these weapons are cobbled up together. From parts. So there's two weapons on the wall here, and they look like okay. Oh, there's the weaponsmith. Okay. Sorry, the melee weapon person.
Offers you... Wants you to know you won't find a better deal anywhere else. Time to buy or sell?
Really?
Filling your pockets. Well spent. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Could trade your old things for new.
Ah, so he's the armor smith or armor vendor.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. They formed and unfurred. Got hurt. You've been working out. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future.
Schon.
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Waksa nach kale zegi.
He's curious to see what you found.
Waksa u intabadan kale ishko.
He's all for renewal and has even
Untlump. Girafabasco.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Mashako hirsave. Haremayak.
Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next.
Como uno shalafi.
He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Silobo partinea falish. Mashako hirsave.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Badayan analove.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style.
Badayan analove.
You should take it with you. Wear it to...
Maskilka Michal Tagukal. Mishako Hare Zavania.
He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit.
Waxandonia in Amachamala.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Never mind.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Mustiki muhka?
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Kanamunta.
That's a good attitude as long as you keep learning. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. That's why you should be sure to thank him for it. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Andro?
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Andro?
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
That fucking...
Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Can't see.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Damn.
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
So that one's gonna fall next.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. Exactly what she wants you to do. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Huh.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Damn, shows.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Damn, dude. That's fucked.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Pants would be the bare minimum. tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far Fnacky Leaves and let it go. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna save it for that.
Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning.
Um. Okay. I think somebody just fired. I think somebody just fired a gun outside my house. I'll know in a little bit when there's fucking cops and shit running around.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? This won't be... That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. Let's see. Looks like the Fry Sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom! You got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
I need to be level 8. Yep, level 8.
You need to be more streetwise first.
Nice.
Now that's a knife. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention.
Whew.
From Bricktown, and you should too. A flush stool from the back in time. It's an app. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Perhaps now you can see your targets better.
Good, I don't have to look at my stupid fucking face anymore.
Now that's loot. taking something off your mind. Bullets everywhere. Super effective. Itchy trigger finger.
Take.
You move well. Even forests don't last forever.
Okay, guys, sorry if I'm not talking that much.
You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Blasting it. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Make that blade sing. Time to get crafty. You make that work. Scrapalicious. Sometimes the smallest pieces of scrap are the ones you make yourself.
Mashallah,
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Back in the spot. Wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Never know until you try. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Won't hesitate to carve out some
I don't feel like going all the way around.
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Okay.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
The dude across the street's fucking pissed off.
Oh,
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict.
atu awa ya ea. Yevofo lolan ofo.
He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
Loma toa ha atu awa ya ea.
You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now.
Ba lo yualu. Far kobe mako to far itaba.
But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of.
Loma toa ha to lua ba volua.
He says the time has come to confront the jumbo puff at the end of the west route.
Yeah, move forbo. Boom.
Gizmo is working on making his mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.
Luatolo maua.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help.
Okay.
By the frame.
Okay, so yeah, now it's all spawning. Whoa.
Ruruai laha.
Peddler is eager for you to...
Oelme tafbe.
Nice not to have that around anymore.
My koala full nuance, man. If into kalpelazika brapwala.
Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. That's a gnote, easy prey for Lupa-Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. You can see so much farther in these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like, well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. tribe's always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. One more day about to wind up. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past.
Up and down? Really?
I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Lupa-Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history... Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dar.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Figures you're either a rare person or a good liar. Maybe both. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. As if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. Thinks Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you... There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to upgrade the Mekton from them. Nothing but dead air here. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the... Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. gulp in some air. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. He noticed the jumbo puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage. Don't trust your eyes so much. They play tricks in the dark. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Where'd all the critters go?
Pode ser. Imo. Tiava.
Let's see.
Oh, it's fireworks.
Badan udinama inda badan wagsuva.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Inda badan wagsuva.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Bon.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Undlum.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says he's not sure, but if you're going to haunt something, it seems a waste not to eat it. Moog says, fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Thinks you...
That's twice. I accidentally skipped that. Alright guys, I'm gonna save here. Then I'm gonna get off.
Looks good.
How do I know what level I am? Oh, I'm level 7. Okay, so one more level I'll be able to get. Or I'll be able to put that fucking helmet on. God.
More powers for you.
Alright guys, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.